What's shaking, friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay. Today we are going to go over all the books I am excited about to come out in the month of September. There aren't that many of them, but there are still some that I'm very much looking forward to. Keep in mind, I have not included sequels to books that I have not yet read. Let's hop right into the list. I got my handy dandy computer here so I can tell you guys a little bit about what these books are about. On September the 5th, we have There's No Way I Die First by Lisa Springer. Follows a scary movie buff as she hosts an elaborate Halloween bash on her family's estate, but soon finds the festivities upended when she and her guests are forced to test their survival skills in a deadly party game. So that sounds exciting, and that sounds like a slasher, and normally a lot of these have not worked for me in the past, but I'm willing to give them a second chance. On September the 12th, we have The Death I Gave Him by M.X. Luke. This is a lyrical queer sci-fi retelling of Shakespeare's Hamlet as a locked room thriller. Number one, I like this cover. I like the simplicity of it. And number two, locked door mystery thrillers are kind of my jam, and it's queer. Yes, I'm excited for this one for sure. All the way on September the 19th, we have Starter Villain by John Scalzi. I have read John Scalzi's before. I have read his kind of mystery that started with Locked In. I did not continue on in that little duology. I think it was a duology, but I enjoyed it, and I have not read any more of his works. But this one says, much harder to get used to are the sentient, language-using, computer-savvy cats, and the fact that in the overall organization, they're management. So management cats, we're here for it. I like this cover. It's just a cat on the cover, and it makes me cackle. I'm not a cat person. I know y'all are going to come for me, but I am here to read about cats. Coming in also on September the 19th is A Study in Drowning by Ava Reid. This is her young adult debut. It is, I believe, a young adult horror kind of novel. As two rival students investigate the reclusive author's legacy, piecing together clues through his letters, books, and diaries, they discover that the house's foundation isn't the only thing that can be trusted. There are dark forces, both mortal and magical, conspiring against them, and the truth may bring them both to ruin. So something about a house. I feel like there's always a lot of haunted house stories, and I have not decided if I am down for those or not. I don't think I've read enough. Coming in on September the 26th, we have The Navigating Fox by Christopher Rowe. This is coming out by Tor, I believe. Quintus has a chance to redeem himself by leading a brand new expedition to the gates of hell. In return, he is promised the eventual truth of his origins and his solitary existence. He is the only navigating fox left in the world. So I don't know what a navigating fox is, but we're going to find out when we read this book. Also on the 26th, we have Black River Orchard by Chuck Wendig. I have not read a Chuck Wendig yet, but I hear really great things about his stories, but a lot of them are very, very chunky. So I'm always scared to read them. But this one says, a small town is transformed by dark magic when a strange tree begins bearing magical apples, and even if buried in the orchard is something else besides the seed of this extraordinary tree, a bloody history whose roots reach back the very origins of the town. But now the leaves are falling, the days grow darker, and a stranger has come to town, a stranger who knows Harrow's secrets, because it's harvest time and the town will soon reap what it has sown. So I'm liking the horror books this month, obviously. Also on the 26th, we have The Fragile Threads of Power by V. Schwab, which everybody is looking forward to. I read the Darker Shades of Magic trilogy. I think I read it last year, and it was fun. And I wasn't quite positive if I was going to continue on in the world, but I am intrigued. I'm intrigued to continue on in this world. Also on the 26th, we have The Hexologist by Josiah Bancroft. Josiah Bancroft, he has my heart. He did Sinlin Ascends Quartet. And I know that a lot of people, including myself, were not super excited about how that story ended, but I love his writing so much that I will read anything that he writes, and he's also a very awesome person. So this one says, a married couple team up to solve magical and often quite odd mysteries. So I am happy to see what he is doing next. And then lastly, on the 26th, we have The Pomegranate Gate by Ari Kaplan, and this says it's a religious conflict fantasy. It sounds like it's a historical vibe about Jewish people. So that's all that I have in the month of September. Tell me what you guys are looking forward to in the coming out in the month of September. Maybe I want to add them to my list. Let's read these books. Tell me if you have read any of these as ARCs, what you thought about them, what I should prioritize, and I will catch you guys in the next one.